because the Democrats are also promoting DEI, which is really just another form of racism and sexism.
It's the most pernicious form, I think, actually.
So it's anti-meritocratic. DEI is fundamentally anti-meritocratic.
It insists on dividing people by groups
Right,
as
so
the primary, what would you say, conceptual distinction between individuals.
Yes,
race,
in fact,
ethnicity, sex.
I think the Democratic Party is stoking division.
I think the evidence for that's clear. All of this group identity nonsense has made things much more. I can see it in Toronto. When my kids grew up in Toronto downtown, I would say they were race, ethnicity, and gender blind.
Yeah.
They had an unbelievably diverse range of friends, and no one cared.
Sure.
And even in Toronto, that started to shift around with this emphasis on group division. It's a really ugly thing to see. So yeah, not good, not good.
Yeah, so my view is that at this point in the United States, the Republican Party is more in line with a meritocracy and with personal freedom. So
I've never had a conservative, many times with my left-wing friends, let's say, they'd refuse to talk to someone. Me included, definitely. Because I've invited prominent Democrats to come on my podcast in great numbers for a very long time, and I've got like absolutely nowhere with that. They'll talk to me in private. They will not talk to me in public. And so that's never happened.
They're afraid of being shunned?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% that's what they're afraid of.
Sure.
Definitely. And they've told me that. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
But that's never happened on the Republican side. I found it much easier because I've talked to a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republicans. And I found it much, much easier to talk to the Republicans. And that is somewhat of a shock. I wouldn't have necessarily expected that.
Yeah, and I should be clear that it's not like I think the Republican Party is flawless. It certainly isn't. It's got its issues. There are extremists within the Republican Party that I don't agree with. But if it's a two-party system, essentially, you got to pick one or the other. And so you weigh the good and the bad. And my opinion is that...
And you flip the coin.
We need that the country would be better off with the Republican administration than a Democrat.
Trump was pretty good at not having wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is actually quite a big thing. It's really a big thing. And what he did with the Abraham Accords, that was a miracle, I think.
No, absolutely.
He should have got the Nobel Prize for that.